Oh there. Welcome to Nickno Island. There's a giant world war going on, and I do believe that's going to end. So, now, in green we have naval bases. This is a major naval hub. Also one on the south coast, and a few more along the north coast. Here in orange we have many factories that make things. But they mainly have their industrial section on the island here. And they also had a large one over here, which made itself very clearly. There's a lot of production over here, and like a backup production over here, and small backup production over here. The center of the island was used for planes, as shown in cyan. Just decently large, so that they could have some runways. They even added a third one recently on the south coast. And in yellow, we have important cities, basically. There weren't a lot of these. There were a few scattered around the island. Well, this darker one is the capital. And it was heavily guarded. It's shown this color by defenses. The island was heavily guarded. Around this area, they even had a second section of defense. Sent it out here to defend. Let's defend this area. We have to show defensive lines. Let's go into the invasion. Nichols is low. Nichols only has about 1,000 soldiers at his disposal. The enemy has 9,000. Nichols is 1,000. Nichols needs to be smart about where he lands. Nichols decides to land here with only 300 soldiers because the enemy is not there. And they did not fully focus there. They surround a naval dock. And all the cats are inside, the rest of the boats couldn't come in. But it is far too risky to just walk in. And it has a garrison of 100 soldiers. So this is just a small naval port. The other naval ports have artillery batteries start firing from across the bay. The soldiers don't manage to enter the port yet. At the same time, 50 soldiers advance down the coast towards the capital. Meanwhile, though, the northern advance is halted by emergency reinforcements. And then they finally get word and they start pushing back. But first, they close in on the fort itself. And then he finally captures the port. And soon, there are 600 soldiers here. Where are the other 400? In a very good spot. There isn't really any defenses here. So this is the third largest city of 11,000 people. It was expected to fall. So some soldiers rushed north to cut it off. A few days later, it surrenders. Same time for the north, they aren't able to make many gains. Like really any gains at this point. And their enemies are pushing down, and they use their naval superiority to push them back away from the coast. Reinforcements not coming for another month. These forces have to hold out. So he orders a reduction. Nicholas orders a reduction in the line. In the east. So that's for enough soldiers being freed up for the large attack in the west. West. So with that attack, his enemies now decide to capture some Central Highlands here. They can't take them, but they can take this forested area south of it. And they decide to go after it. They launch the attack. They push up to the base. Just at the same time, Nicholas launches a diversionary attack, diverting some of their forces and allowing Nicholas to get behind them. And soon, they are forced to go running. The Roman advance is finally halted. Nicholas is outnumbered, but he's surviving. These guys down here, they attempt to make a dash for it. At this point, there's not much resistance on this part of the island. So they're quite literally just able to walk through. They want them to capture the airport before. Capture the airport before they can get planes. So they decided to capture a hill overlooking the runway. At the same time, the Central Force just kept on moving straight ahead. They had their own problems to deal with. The only naval port on the south part of the island was packed. And their forces were moving in. So with that, once they were distracted, they made a dash for it. At the same time, they also began to push north, officially cutting the island in two. At the same time, making advance towards the coastal port. But that's where we're gonna end it off at the end of the first 3 weeks of the war. Let's see. Now, this is a major center of resistance. This is even a bigger one. We have a large area here which we need to hold on to. They also want to hold on to all this. Let's have to take this and attack. And then afterwards, I'm going to push into the city itself. I'm not completely push out. I want to at least shrink the pocket. That's what we want to do. We want to squeeze them back in. That's it for this episode.